I was an econ major at Yale, and some of my favorite classes that I took over my 4 years there were nothing to do with econ at all. So I thought we could run through some of my favorite classes, and I'll tell you what they were called and what they entailed. One class that I really loved was called Quantum Physics and Beyond, and this was a seminar-style quantum physics class. My final project was on the probability of the multiverse theory. Another class that I absolutely loved was called Black Feminist Theory. Themes in this class included the Black feminist theorization of the constitution of subjectivity in modernity, the link between ideas and discourses of the human, the construction of raced and gendered bodies, and thinking through Black feminism as a lived practice of socio-political engagement. Another class that was one of my favorites was called Counter-Narratives Black Historical Fictions. You're going to see a pattern in the classes that I enjoyed. We did a lot of close reading of fiction, whether this is novels, novellas, poems, anything else. Some of my faves in the class were works by Toni Morrison, Saidiya Hartman, Philip Zong, and John Keane. One class that I did love that was econ related was called the Global Financial Crisis. This class was focused on the causes, events, and the outcomes of the 2007 to 2008 global financial crisis. I was particularly interested in potential causes of the crisis because it has been slightly debated. We looked at 3 different hypotheses. One of these was bad behavior, whether moral hazard or bad actors within the financial system caused the crisis. The second hypothesis relates to government failure and whether it was that caused the crisis. Lastly, spoiler alert, the theory that came out on top posits that the global financial crisis was preceded by bubble thinking and an asset bubble that burst. Another one that I thought was really cool was called Sickness and Health. One of my favorite topics in the class was racism as a public health crisis. Last but not least, another class I love was called Art and Technology. This class was one of those survey ones where it's a big lecture and you kind of move through artwork chronologically. We started with cavemen and thinking about caves and shadows and moved all the way through to the present day, thinking about crypto, NFTs, AI, the relationship of all of that within art and technology. Let me know if you have any questions. I feel like I don't talk that much about what I studied at Yale on here anymore just because it feels a bit weird as a postgrad, but I thought this would be interesting to share. Let me know if you want me to actually talk more about my actual econ degree in those classes I took, but I love that I had a liberal arts degree and I got to do all of these fun classes that I would have not been able to do otherwise. Bye!